Wahaha. My housemates have been telling me I'm a vampire because I keep going like, who can give me your blood? Metabolism of healthy subjects in order to compare it to the metabolism of people with specific metabolic disorders, including chronic fatigue syndrome.
Okay.
So are you a videographer?
I'm a journalist.
You're a journalist, okay.
Yeah, so I have taken interview at Google, IBM, lots of big companies. I do that. I'm mostly on videos.
Okay.
So guys, I'm with Jamie. She's the behind of this research.
Here, have a seat.
Yeah, thank you.
So the person who's in charge of this research is Dr. Ron Davis, who is responsible for part of the work on the Human Genome Project. And that's his claim to fame, and he's been working on chronic fatigue syndrome for the past several years.
Awesome.
All right, so here's your consent form, and we'll read through it together for the phlebotomist to finish up her work.
Okay.
All right, so let's read through the consent together. I don't know if you want to keep filming this, you're welcome to, but it's boring. You are invited to participate in a research study on chronic fatigue syndrome. We plan to perform many kinds of laboratory analyses to try to better define what the disease is and to find better ways to diagnose and treat it. If you choose to participate, you will be asked one time to donate your blood, and we're going to cut that off there because we're not gathering other samples today. It's about 30 milliliters of blood from a vein in your arm. If you do not agree to allow your blood or other samples to be used for research, then you may not participate in this study. There are several things you should know before allowing your tissues to be studied. They'll be stored at Stanford using a unique identification code. So that basically means that we're not going to identify you by your name, just by the code. And the data that connects, or the file, I guess I should say, that connects your ID code to your name is going to be held on a password-protected computer. Okay, here's the fun part. Any samples you've donated which are used in research may result in new products, tests, or discoveries, but you would not share in any financial benefits from these products, tests, or discoveries. So if Stanford discovers something, you're not going to become rich and famous. Sad, I know.
It's okay.
All right,
I like to help people just. I just want to make the world a better place. And that's the biggest payment I can get.
All right, risks and benefits. The risks associated with the study are those of having blood drawn from an arm vein, which can cause short-term discomfort and might bruise. They list fainting, but unless you faint at the sight of blood, you're probably not going to faint because this is a very small amount of blood that we're taking today. Your involvement will take about 20 minutes. It says you will receive no payment. That is a lie. You can reject this once I offer it to you, but I really have to offer it to you.
I want to donate it.
Okay.
I want to donate to this research center.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That means we can get one more healthy control, so we appreciate it. All right, so if you've read this form and decided to participate, understand that this is voluntary and you do have the right to withdraw your consent at any time without penalty or loss of benefits to which you are otherwise entitled. Anything that we find out might be presented at scientific or professional meetings or published in scientific journals, but again, this won't be associated with your identity in any way. You do not have to sign this authorization form, but if you don't, you can't participate. If you do want to withdraw your consent at any time, there's an address at the bottom of page 3 where you can write a letter to withdraw that consent, and we will happily do so. The only information that we're gathering is the information that's on this form and any metabolic data that we find out about you. Who may use or disclose this information includes the protocol director, Dr. Ron Davis, the Stanford University Administrative Panel on Human Subjects and Medical Research, and any other unit of Stanford University as necessary research staff, the Office for Human Research Protections in the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and our sponsor, who in this case is the Open Medicine Foundation. Your authorization will expire on December 31st, 2050, or when the research project ends, whichever is earlier, and I'm sure you can guess which is earlier. All right. If you agree to everything we've said so far, please sign the top of page 5 and put a date. Sorry, you may have to put your camera down for this part.
Really? I don't know. It's okay. I can film in one hand.
Okay.
I always do that.
All right.
Hey guys, so I'm going to sign it. Let's do it. All right, this is my personal information. I just want to give you guys.
Forget your age there for a second.
Hmm?
Did you forget your age for a second?
Oh, I should be much more younger.
Don't worry about the sample code. We'll fill that in the phlebotomy room.
Last I have it, I think.
Basically, it's just a signature to show that you received it. Okay. And then, here, I can help you out. I'll turn this to page 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go. And today's date is the 15th.
15th. Okay.
Hey. Good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
No
No rush.
No rush? Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Have a seat. All right, so if you have questions, concerns, or complaints, there's contact information in the middle of that page. And then last but not least, we're going to go through the experimental subject Bill of Rights. As a research participant, you have the right to be informed of the nature and purpose of the experiment. We're gathering metabolism data on healthy people to compare it to people with metabolic disorders. Be given an explanation of the procedures. This is a blood draw. Be given a description of any attendant discomforts. Blood draws sometimes sting, sometimes bruise, etc. There's only one way we know of to draw blood. That does not apply. The opportunity to ask questions. So do you have any questions?
No, I think you guys are doing the amazing job, so I just want to help the world, that's it. And that's why I
Okay.
paid $25 to come here. In Uber. Actually, exactly $27.65, so.
Okay. So know that your consent can be withdrawn at any time, and you will be given a copy of this consent form. And last but not least, you have to be given the opportunity to decide to consent or not to consent without the intervention of any element of force, fraud, deceit, duress, coercion, or undue influence, which is to say that I did not force you to give us your blood.
Yeah.
If you agree that that is all true, then please sign page 6, and
Yeah.
then we are through.
Yes, I'll do that.
All right.
I'll do that at least, I mean, as long as it is not in suicidal signature. So, 15, right? I thought you were Indian at the beginning of name.
Well, that's really symbolic, isn't it? That's, Mwah. My housemates have been telling me I'm a vampire because I keep going like, who can give me your blood?
What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Tu Jianxiu.
Tissue.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. So guys, I'm donating my blood now. Look at me.
Make a face. Make a face. Okay, make a face. Straight arm, okay? Yes. Make a fist palm and you
Okay.
make a fist palm. Yeah. You wanna tell me a little book or not? Just make a fist, don't move. Because if you move the needle, not stable at all. Okay? Little book. Okay?
so good at it. Can I take you a little bit interview? Can I talk a little bit on camera how to draw bloods?
You know, the first time I need to choose the van. Sometimes I need to draw the left side or right side. It's up to the person, the van good. And for your van, it's good from the right arm. That's why I need to looking for the van first, and after that I put the tourniquet on it, above the van, and I use the alcohol to clean the van, the spot I need to draw. I use a sterile needle, including hold the needle, and I start to poke you. And they want 3 tubes from your body. After done, I touch on the tourniquet, I take the needle out, and I put the corner on it, and put the tape on it, and we're done.
Oh guys, you got it how to draw bloods. Can I show them my blood? You just triggered?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is my blood. And this is just Jamie waiting.
Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm
All
ready.
right, great.
Yeah. So we have done it. A bit harsh, you know. But it's okay. I can do this again and again for humanity.
Well, that's the important thing is to support the scientific progress, right?
Yeah, that's true. I want to do. Actually, I have also research lab myself.
You have what?
I am a startup founder.
Oh,
I
okay.
have one company called American Research Lab. I do videos for that.
Okay. Can you turn off the camera though before you scoot out, because we don't want, like they were just talking about stuff related to research, so we really don't